should work. Alright, see here. Gotta pause. Pause. Let's see there. And copy. So we can put that shit on Twitter. I gotta start getting now whiskey. I can't just be having cider. Where is it? There it is. Creative writing, totally. Live streaming and creating. Here we go. I'm gonna go get my Coke. There we go. Now we're talking. Well, we're gonna be talking literally very soon. Just gotta get my little, little palate cleanser. Get my whiskey. Woohoo! Tonight it's a good night. I'm probably gonna put on some background music actually. Now that I think of it. How do I do that? How? The fuck what am I saying? Turn it down a lot. That's like it. Yeah, I fucking listen to Motorhead, you know? Fucking love this song. And yeah. We're gonna be talking about some shit I've been getting into recently. That's not turn down the actually, here's how I do it. I turn down desktop audio, and now I should be heard pretty well. I'll even turn down the desktop audio a little more. There we go. That should be good. I'm much louder than it now. Yeah. Fucks up, everyone. I'm fucking up in here starting to drink some. I was just drinking a cider. I'm on my second one. It's lemon and elderflower. It's pretty good. But you know, I gotta get into the whiskey and coke. I only have 2 ciders because I'm not really a cider drinker. But what I'm doing here is I'm gonna be talking about some stuff I've been listening to, but a little more than what I've been doing otherwise, you know, because usually I just kind of, what's it called? I just kind of ramble on for one video, but I don't really go into so much detail. I kind of just have to give every album like a little summary of what I think, and that's it. But now, I'm fucking, you know, gonna get into details with stuff. But today we're not gonna be talking about fucking Obituary, because I did go into detail on every fucking album with that one. The only reason I didn't know all of the albums is because I don't really have much to say. But yeah, we got fucking Motorhead in the background. I already said that. I fucking love this song, by the way. I already said that as well. That's funny. Anyways, what did I talk about? Because I did talk about Obituary already. What the fuck am I saying? I'm going backtracking. I'm backtracking myself. I'm backtracking a lot here, buddy. Okay, I gotta put it away a little, because that's peaking a lot. It's peaking. Peking. You know? China. Peking. But yeah, I can talk a little lower now, because I have the microphone in a good spot. But, I want to be faced like this, you know? Fucking face-to-face man stuff. But yeah, Hate Eternal? No, I already talked about Hate Eternal as well, saying well, that was great. So I guess I'm literally just going to be talking about what I'm listening to now. I'm going through Autopsy's shit. And Seven Survival. Really fucking strong start to the discography. Nothing wrong with that one. Probably the heaviest album in 1981, because even though fucking Altars of Madness is probably like the more proper start to death metal, so is Sever Survival. That one's like literally, there are also death metal bands that still sound like exactly like that, exactly like Sever Survival. People who straight up probably even copy Autopsy on that album, for all I care. So that's what I'm thinking, at least. Cause, you know, it's a good fucking album. I don't blame anyone for like copying it, kind of. But then we got, I mean, Seven Survival also has really fucking good songs, like the title track. I don't remember names right now because I don't look at all the names when I listen to them. I kind of just listen. I just put it on an entire album and just sit there and listen, like almost no one does anymore. Just sitting down and listening to an album, not really thinking too much about what's the current song name. You just know, just being like, oh, I like this, oh, I like that. But that was pretty much the entire fucking album. Because so far, it's a flawless fucking album. Just everything about the start to Autopsy's legacy is, yeah, that's fucking solid. It had the early fucking, you know, late 80s intense feel to it that many bands had back then, and maybe slowed down a little later. Even Morbid Angel slowed down a little later on Gateways, which is good because they made one of the best albums when they slowed down. And of course, same goes for Autopsy in my opinion. They slowed down for a Mental Funeral, which was the next album. A little more doomy, but still, we still got the fucking, you know, fast, ultra, thrash feeling death metal. Just the fast-paced death metal with all that shit. But if anything, Mental Funeral is in its own, like, style of death metal in my opinion, because it's just so raw. It is... What? Oh. Not right now. Men... Gå och lägg det!
Jag vill vara med i den här jävla musikgruppen.
Gå och lägg det! Gå och lägg det! My dad's been funny. Ja, men du kan gå! Ska de åka och festa du?
Nej. När det kommer gubbar i vita rockar och hämtar dig, då är det allvarligt.
Ja, men nu får du ge det. Nu är det bra.
Ja, visst fan. Alltså jag såg ut så här när jag var 17.
Ja, men när du var 17, det var länge sedan. Det var 17.
Då hade jag så här mycket hår.
Ja, men nu får du ge det.
Jag ska sitta jämte Rankin och kör på mig när jag är full och...
Ja.
Så tror folk att de har skaffat sig en toyboy.
Ja, jag gör så du. Anyways, we're gonna be playing that fucking Mental Funeral in the background now, cause yeah, she's fucking solid. Just listen to that. That's still fucking, you know, fucking fast. But yeah, what I was talking about is the production is just pure raw, even more raw than Sever Survival. Sever Survival compared to fucking Mental Funeral is almost like more modern sounding. So yeah, that's cool. And I can't get over my dad being funny shit. But yeah, Sever Survival, close fucking, you know, it's I can't put a favorite between Sever Survival and Mental Funeral because they're so good, you know. It's just so professionally made, both of them. And can't really say anything negative about either, because, you know, it's just good, fucking death metal, and this one a little more fucking doomy at times like this. But seriously, this is still fast paced overall. The doomy stuff doesn't overshine, and honestly, it's such an own style that it's just with the raw production and everything. You almost can't compare Server Survival to it because it's like a completely different album in its entirety, in my opinion. So I wouldn't dare compare it. It's like comparing Altars to fucking Covenant. Why would you compare the two? They're both equally legendary albums for their own reason. And there should not be a comparison between the two. You know? In my opinion, at least, whatever I fucking say. And also, what the fuck? This is literally fast as fuck. But, yeah, just overall guitar tone and the riffing and shit. And this! It reminds me literally of, like, what Dismember would sound like on Massive Killing Capacity. I wouldn't be surprised if Dismember was inspired by Autopsy a little bit. Because this is, like, Death and Roll. But it's like, yeah, I see why you would call this Death Doom, because Death Doom and Death and Roll is pretty much the same thing. So, yeah, sure, we call it Death Doom. But it sounds like Dismember. That's why I love these early Autopsy albums, because they remind me of one of my favorite bands ever. You know, Dismember, I saw them live not long ago, last September, fucking amazing show. Festival, probably the best festival I'll ever go to. And probably even the only one just because of that fact. Because it was so good that I don't see any other festival topping it unless it's like you have Morbid Angel, Autopsy, Obituary, Hate Eternal, and Dying Fetus at the same festival. Unless those 5 bands are at the same fucking time on the same day, I'm not going. That's my criteria. Extremely high criteria, by the way. That would never happen. Never gonna happen. But that's the kind of shit, you know, like when Dismember toured with fucking, like, Entombed, Unleashed, and Grave and all, you know. It has to be like that for me to go. Because otherwise it's not legendary enough for me to go. And it's just not gonna top Dismember festival that I was at, called Macken Fest in Stockholm, September 2022. It's just gonna fall short as hell, and it's just gonna be a letdown because that was the perfect festival. There doesn't get better than that, honestly. It's fucking awesome. But yeah, I listened a little bit. No, I also listened to this fucking album. Where do I even go? Fuck it, title track. People say, apparently people think this is where they die down. In my opinion, this is where they pick right fucking up and become even more fucking awesome. So far, between the first three albums, even this one's hard to pick, you know? I can't really pick a favorite between the first 3 because they're all equally good for different reasons. And this one for even other reasons. Because the first album, yeah, it has that 1989, you know, signature death metal fucking, you know, just pure fucking power sound. But this one, and then the Mental Funeral has the little Death Doomy act, like Death and Roll feel to it. But then this one, Acts of the Unspeakable, just has its own raw death metal power in your face, fucking getting absolutely dropped, you know? It's just it's some shit. It's some goddamn shit, man. It's so fucking awesome. And the vocals as well kind of reminds me, like, that sounds like Dismember. And the more it sounds like Dismember, the more I'm gonna love it. Obvious fucking lead. I would not be a bit surprised if they were inspired by Autopsy. If it's a coincidence that they sound alike, fuck me in the ass and call me Jesus, because I don't fucking know. It's a fucking miracle then if they sound this close and they're not inspired by one another. Not as in like Dismember is not inspired by Autopsy. I would be so surprised if they're not. just because it's so close. Like, this doesn't sound like Dismember. This sounds more like fucking Chaos, fucking, you know, Slayer of death metal stuff. But even then, the riffing is still, you know, Dismember like. That's what I'm saying. It's very Swedish death metal sounding death metal, but it's from America, so it's really cool. I love it. It has that more edgy feel to it, and I love that. I'm gonna use a little bit of a Milky Way. That's fucking good, man. Milky Ways are great. Especially when you're a little bust. Yeah, that's all I can really say. I mean, all these first albums are 10 out of 10s. Just easy 10 out of 10s for these first 3 albums. It's almost done, this fucking cider. I can turn that up a little. And then turn down. There we go. That's probably good for you guys. I just want to be hearing stuff. And what else can we put on in the background? Because I listened to this song. Because this song this song blew my mind the most, is what I'm trying to say. Like, dude. The groove. It's so intense. It's just groove central. I'm probably gonna put on some fucking Hate Eternal. I haven't listened to fucking Infernus nearly enough. I hear my dad's fucking Samsung alarm. Oh no, he probably gonna know when I sit there and gonna come in here and play it for me. Yep. Ah, whiskey hits different, man. The Red Label is really good. Oh, and speaking of whiskey and Red Label, well, this is not Red Label, but fucking look at this. Whiskey Motorhead fucking barbecue sauce. I don't really have any, like, opinions as far as the whiskey goes. Doesn't really taste like whiskey or bourbon, for that matter, because it's supposed to be a bourbon. Doesn't really taste like bourbon, but it does say 49% motherfucker, 51% son of a bitch on the bottle. So that makes it all worth it to me. I love it. It doesn't really taste like whiskey to me, but it tastes really good either way. So that's where we're laying at with that one. I gotta pee soon. There's no way that's not like Dismember.
Never again to spread around your rampant fucking stench.
I mean, I just hear Dismember in this. I swear, if Dismember is not at all inspired by Autopsy, that's like the biggest fucking coincidence in death metal. Because it sounds just like it a little bit. I'd be so damn surprised. I mean, I gotta fucking Google this. Exactly! Entombed, Dismember, Gorefist, Immolation, and Cannibal Corpse and Deicide have all credited Autopsy as an influence. What? Excuse me, I thought Glenn Benton said he was influenced by no one. But this proves my point. I said that Dismember were fucking inspired by... Oh! Literally says! Fucking... They were inspired by, obviously, Iron Maiden, but and Autopsy. No fucking wonder that it sounds like Dismember were inspired by Autopsy. Fucking big surprise, you know? Anyways, I'm gonna go pee for this one. Battery acid anima. Oh well. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna listen to Locust Swarm and then put on fucking Dismember. That's fucking awesome stuff right there. Get my playlist. I mean, it's no fucking wonder Autopsy has inspired so many bands. Especially, like, that was such an eye-opener for me. Like, I can't believe I listened to Dismember before I listened to Autopsy in a way. Because, you know, in a way, I should have. Because Autopsy literally sounds like them. And that's because Dismember were inspired by Autopsy on their later albums. And fuck me, dude. It shows. It shows a lot, man. Just so cool to see that, man. I love metal, man. I love the community shit, like, in metal. Because, like, when we're talking, like, the good kind of community in the metal, not the fucking canoes and posters going around saying this and that about, like, Trey, as like Tophus said earlier, when we fucking get down to the meat and potatoes of the fucking, like, good side of death metal, people are so fucking cool. Like, if you just get to, like, talk to any, like, these big death metal frontmen, like Trey, Steve Tucker, fucking the singer of this, Eric Rutan, you'll know really quick, these are fucking awesome guys. So it's just really wholesome and awesome in my opinion, because, like, what can I say? I fucking love these guys. I mean, and even just their stage presence, obviously they're gonna be nice on the stage, because if they weren't, no one would fucking go see them. But, like, you can, like, tell that some of these people are just good people, you know, from how they act on stage. And Cannibal Corpse Yep. I mean, they're just, I just love the whole community thing where, like, everyone that I love are inspired by each other, in a sense. Almost every fucking band that I love the most is inspired by another band that I love a lot. And fuck me, that's great to see, because it just goes to show the metal brotherhood that we got going here. Fuck yeah, man. I fucking love that, you know? Because once we get down to it, fucking, you know, people being inspired by Morbid Angel and stuff like that. The bands who are fucking awesome, you know, as well. People are in bands who are inspired by Autopsy. Here we have one. Fucking awesome. Bands who are inspired by Deicide are awesome. Bands who are inspired by Slayer are awesome. Bands who are inspired by even fucking Metallica tend to be a little awesome, because a lot of bands, even some death metal bands, are influenced by Metallica. Like fucking Dismember are influenced by Iron Maiden. And they're like my favorite fucking band of Sweden. It's not they're like my favorite band. They are my favorite Swedish band, period. There's no better band out of Sweden than Dismember. Like, easily the kings of death metal in Sweden. I wouldn't even go as far as say it's too far of a stretch to say they're the best kings of death metal overall, because it's just like, listen to this. This is a fucking album from the 2000s. And still, this is fucking solid. Isn't it like 2v4? Ha! 2004 exactly. That's what I said, man. Fucking 2004 and they still sound that good. Man, seeing them live was surreal. Absolutely surreal, man. Just one of them. It's gonna be hard to top a fucking Dismember show, because so far the best show, in my opinion, the best shows for me go experience-wise. So number 1, Nile. Number 2 best, Dismember. Number 3, Cannibal Corpse so far. And then Obscura at number 4 and Trivium number 5. Because Trivium was kind of just like 100% sound-wise, you know. I don't remember everything from that concert. I remember a lot more from the Obscura concert. Like the black metal band being really awesome live. And God Dethroned being really awesome. Death metal. And of course, fucking shit, that's just insane. Then number 3 pick, Cannibal Corpse. Obviously, I'm gonna fucking remember Eric Rutan's guitar tone when it's fucking in my ears. Loud as shit. And what else do we got? We got fucking my second favorite show, Dismember. Just awesome, untoppable festival. I already went into this, but also just Dismember on their own would have made that the second favorite show I've gone to. The one reason why Nile was my favorite show so far that I've gone to is because at the Nile show, it was literally band. Here we go. Band, the edge of the stage. You were touching the edge of the stage. The band was there, right in front of you. If they were emitting some bodily odors, you were able to smell them. Thankfully, they didn't emit some bodily odors. But if they did, I would have smelt them. I would have smelt Carl Sanders' sweat if he did it. If he had smelly sweat, that is. But he didn't have smelly sweat. I will give him that. Carl Sanders does not have a smelly sweat. That's the metal news for you. I'm just gonna vibe a little bit. Unless someone has a question or anything to say, I'm just gonna be vibing a little bit here, buddy. Cheers! Yeah! I love this song. Fuck with me! Fuck with me! Fuck with me! This is like a concept death metal album. Because it progresses a little bit nicely. The songs blend into each other a little bit. Man, it's a really nice fucking Friday for me, man. I might hang out with my mom tomorrow, honestly. Bring a few vinyls, a record, because it's like a pretty good weekend to do it on. And I keep looking over there. If you wonder why I keep looking over there, it's because I have Takis there. I had Takis for the first time. They were not spicy at all, but they were fucking amazing. Just pure goodness. And this one's good too. If you got Bracer in your country, get it. Lemon and elderflower. I love a good cider, but I don't like getting drunk on cider. That's why I'm only having 2. And then having whiskey to cleanse myself. Because, by the way, the drunk I get on whiskey is like completely different than cider. I get so much more fucked up on cider than on whiskey. Doesn't matter. Like, I had 7 of these. It didn't even compare to like 4 ciders, which is like 4%. And that's mixed. Mixed with fucking Coke, which makes it worse. I'm just checking Twitter though. Lamau, get out of here. Here's a really cool solo. cool song, actually. Kind of interesting riff for what they do. Oh yeah, that's on the bridge. Cool. I'm getting better at those sweeps, or maybe I'm just so drunk that my fucking yep. What the fuck? Let's fucking do some, let's do some, how about that? I like the different flavors going on here. Let me go from this to that to that. Nice. Nice. Nice, but I got it on my nose. Actually, let me do a warm-up. Honestly, practicing that slow is dumb. I've never played this solo on the channel before. do it again. Yeah, it's fun to do. What was the little tappy thing at the end? I used that one time. Oh, Milky Way. See, even underbite for when I remember it. Now I'm in the like zone here, buddy. Ah, Milky Way. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Ah, how's a little cat? Ugh. Man, I'm at the point where I'm like my tongue. What do you mean? I don't know if I can get burpy. Let me guess. I can guess what the comment is, cause just because I don't know the fucking band don't mean I want to not watch the video. This is the thing. Killbot Gorger Attack makes really good videos, right? But I have a friend of mine who's like kind of condescending, and just because like I'm posting, oh, he did a video about like Skinny Puppy, right? Because he saw him 4 times. I'm like, hey, this is probably a good video, but I want to watch this when I'm like not fucked up. So I just basically call him, hey, I'm too drunk to watch this tonight, so I won't watch it tomorrow. But it's probably a good video. He's just like, no comment. And I know exactly why. It's because he's just like, in his head, he's just like, well, you don't even like Skinny Puppy. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? I'm watching Killbot Gorger Attack. It's not like I'm fucking going and watching Skinny Puppy. I fucking watch it because it's Killbot. I don't have to like everything to be able to watch it. Yep, there was the bank. What I'm saying is, I don't even think Skinny Puppy is bad. I've never even... When have I stated that Skinny Puppy is bad? Not once, for one. At least as far as I know, I've never said anything like that. And if anything, I probably said it's cool. Like the whole concept that they got going. Probably even say if it was cool. And if I didn't, then gives a shit. If I didn't like it back then that was just me being back then, you know? It's just, yeah, I said some shit back then that, hey, I might have not said something 1,000,000% positive about the thing, but, you know. So I don't really give a damn shit. I was gonna play more songs, but I realized that it's about to be 10 p.m. So my boyfriend, for one, is coming home soon. Number 2, it's 10 p.m. So you know, gotta stop making noise. But to be fair, I think my little guitar run there on Mr. Crowley ain't too bad. Honestly, I've been streaming for an hour, so I don't mind ending it here, because I had fun. Even if, I don't even care if fucking people talk. I just do these for fun. It's just like Trace fucking doing a song. It's just like, I do this because I love fucking just sitting there. Because I can look back on this and be like, look at me, what I did back then. And like in the future, I can look at this and be like, let's say I somehow stop partying in the future. I can go back and look at this when I liked to party at home. Some good fucking listen to good metal, drink some whiskey and coke, and drink some energy drinks and all kinds of shit. And have a couple of snacks here and there. I can look back on this and be like, hey, good memory. Because I remember fucking enjoying myself in that day. Fuck, man. Next time I get some alcohol, I gotta get me a Jägermeister. Anyways, I'm Mr. Cyclone.